Greetings and welcome back to my channel, QueenTashaTV. Today I am going to be doing my full moon reading for the full moon in Pisces coming up Wednesday, August 30th. And we are also in Mercury retrograde. But I am fresh off of vacay. Not fresh, I've been back for a little bit, but I'm refreshed from vacay in Colombia. And when I got back, or when I was coming back, there was a new moon. And I did a reading when I was in Colombia, but I didn't share it, and it was just something that I did for myself. But I am back with my oracle readings, and today I'm going to be reading out of the Secret Language of Animals, which is one of my favorite decks as of right now. And yeah, I want to see what this Piscean energy is bringing in with the full moon. Not only is it a full moon, it is a super moon, and it is a blue moon because it is the second full moon in August. The August babies, whether you're preferably Leo, but Virgos as well. This month has come strong for the astrology year, with lots of blessings and a lot of manifestations and abundance, as always, with the 8-8 portal, 8-8 Lionsgate portal that happened on August 8th. And we're just, vibing in this energy that is great. But the Piscean energy is bringing in flow, which coincides with the moon's energy, full moon's energy to release. So let's dive into the reading and see what the animals have to say. But before we do that, make sure you subscribe. But I'm also going to light some. This is, what is this? This is juniper. And I love juniper, the way it smells. So let's start by clearing the space and releasing any preconceived notions of what's going on, and to release any negative thoughts about Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is to point out what we need to learn based on what sign it falls in your chart. But I'm not an astrologist, I'm not a birth chart reader, I'm just an enthusiast. I'm really here for the oracle reading and to tap into my intuitive gifts and share that with my community. So if you're here, thank you, and let's get into it. Alright, this couch is making a lot of noise. Oh, I got one dog down here hanging out watching me. The other one's watching me from the bed. So let's hope we get some peace. So we're going to shuffle the deck. And I am excited to get back into making YouTube videos. I'm excited to get back into doing these reading videos because I'm really enjoying making these, and sharing the messages with people. It seems to resonate with the few people that are watching and that need to hear, what's going on. So I'm glad that it's serving you as well. I'm also so excited to be back in the RV, in my new RV, to continue to renovate and organize and put stuff away. And it's been exciting to be in a new space, and it's been exciting to release what was the space that I had before. And yeah, so for this full moon, for me, is rare that I'm, I guess, in a place of just assurance of who I am in peace. That 40, wisdom, I guess, starts to kick in right away. But I do want to continue to release scarcity mode and survival mode when the flow is low, the flow of cash is low. Also releasing the fear of what is coming, as far as all the terrible stuff that's happening in the world, releasing those fears and really just knowing that, they're only fears if you believe that they are true. And then also releasing anything that no longer aligns with me. That includes people, places, and definitely things. As I've been, going through the RV and looking through things, I've realized, even, it felt like I had a lot of stuff in the Purple Palace, which I didn't. I didn't feel like that. But, when I started pulling it all out, it did feel like that. I was like, how do I have all this stuff? But I always remind myself that I don't have a storage anywhere. Everything that I have with me is all my stuff. Some stuff is sentimental. Some stuff is that I use on a regular. There's a lot of kitchen stuff because I love doing stuff in the kitchen. I love to cook. I like to have all the gadgets and small appliances and things that I can make it easy and fun. I love accessories. I just put up my accessory wall the other day, and I really don't have that much stuff, but I am purging things that no longer serve me. So I purged some jewelry. I've purged, quite a few things, and there's a bunch of stuff in my back seat right now that's going to be dropped off at the Goodwill. I've already done 1 or 2 Goodwill drops already as far as getting this stuff. It's the main thrift store here, so that's what I'm utilizing. Sometimes I like to go to other thrift shops and donate. But yeah, so today I'm going to do similar to what I think I did in the last poll, which is to take a few cards and make 3 piles. And as I'm laying out the piles, I want you to think about what you would like to release during this full moon, this Piscean full moon. If you have any Pisces in your chart, which I do, I am Pisces rising. This is a great time for organization and for release. And I am doing those things with ease and grace. And it brings me joy to be doing RV projects again, because I was tired of doing RV projects in the Purple Palace, because it just felt like things kept needing to be fixed and things were breaking and it was overwhelming. But now that I'm in a new space, like, it feels good again to want to organize stuff, fix stuff, and get stuff done. And so yeah. But here we have our 3 piles from left to right. We have a lot of different energy going on here. So make sure you make your pick. Obviously, all of the cards are for a full, complete reading. But if there's one particular card that stands out to you, or you want to pick from a pile, this may be the pile that really, the message, excuse me. Bless me. that the message really resonates with you, then that message was definitely for you based on your intuitive self to pick which card. So let's get started flipping. First, we have the Elephant: honor, empathy, responsibility, and cooperation. And that is number 16. And then for our second or middle card, we've got the Blue Whale: unity, resonance, magnificence, and mastery. And then in our last pile, or our right pile here, we've got the Falcon. Wow, I have never pulled the Falcon. I'm excited to know this message. The Blue Whale was number 2, just by the way. But the Falcon is focus, action, purpose, and aspiration. Hey! And this is number 21. So let's get into the reading. So first up is the Elephant, which is number 16. And this elephant represents the earth sign, or the earth element. A wave of floodwaters rushed through a native village, leaving destruction and chaos in its wake. Hours before the event, a group of elephants pull their chains up from the ground, and trumpets and trump people to the safety of a hilltop. Hours later, these same elephants wade through the rubble, retrieving children and struggling survivors, bringing order back to the village. Highly sensitive and socially connected, elephants have much to teach us about the power of community and the gift of cooperation. Largest of the land mammals, they share a similar gift of altruism, intelligence, and gentle power as their oceanic counterpart, the whale, which we also pulled the whale. To the Chinese, elephant brings happiness, longevity, and good luck. To the Hindu, elephant is vibrantly expressed as Ganesh, the god of good fortune, protection, and blessing upon all new projects. Elephants have one of the most closely knit and loyal societies in the animal kingdom. They communicate across great distances through low-frequency sounds beyond human perception, much like whales, and through an ancient language shared in the vibration of their stomping feet. They live together for 60 to 80 years, and females only ever leave the herd when they die. During the female pregnancy, which lasts for 22 months. What? No. She selects several babysitters to help care for her and her young for her young one when it arrives. In an elephant herd, if one of the members becomes sick, others will bring it food and protect it until it is healthy again. If it dies, the herd becomes very quiet, grieving their loss. They will dig a shallow grave and cover the elder with dirt and branches. Even herds that come across the remains of an unknown elephant will pause at the grave to show respect. There are many stories of elephants developing deep friendships with other animals, rescuing each other, other species, and humans from danger. With the largest brain of all land animals, elephants have a highly developed sense of self, spatial awareness, and emotional maturity. They commonly share profound levels of humor, compassion, cooperation, creativity, playfulness, and companionship with others. The message. When Elephant enters your life, she brings blessings of the highest order. Through the path of gentle power and cooperation, she calls forth the gift of compassion, community, and higher purpose. Amidst the rapid pace and pressure of life, sometimes we become disconnected from the deeper emotional needs of ourselves and others. As we race to complete our to-do list, we lose contact with the higher sense of being that inspires our most meaningful action in the world. Elephant trumpets a clear reminder that you are a great force for good, here to serve the higher path of humanity by embodying the higher value of your own divine nature. The time is now to trust your higher purpose and find powerful ways to live with an open heart in the world. As you learn to recognize, embrace, and accept yourself, you will awaken a sense of freedom that allows you to transcend imaginary barriers between yourself and others, empowering you to live in a way that serves the highest good of all. Reclaim a sense of community in your life. Honor the magic of children and the deep wisdom of our elders. Draw together those who are closest to you. Call on them to support you in the gifts you are now birthing. There is a great energy of support all around you. You may just need to ask. When your cup is full and you realize just how blessed you are, you will begin to see opportunities to share that energy with others. You will be a source of good and a blessing on other people's journey. You will bring support and assistance when they least expect it. Now is a time for patient power and gentle strength. Embrace your emotions and the full spectrum of your being, from joy and playfulness to sadness and deep reflection. Each has a part to play in the rich journey of awakening the divine blessing you are. And the mantra is, I see the world through an open heart. My thoughts, words, and actions open the heart of others. Ashe. Oh man, so many gifts in that message. Like, I am refocusing, as always, just checking myself and seeing where I'm at as far as where I'm putting my energy and focus, and am I feeling good about that that focus, like where I'm putting that energy in. Right now, I'm putting energy into content creation on different platforms and different means. But one of the major things, it's not something that I really make too much money from, but I do spend a lot of energy and time on it, and it's important to me, is the Black Travel Tribe, which is the community that membership community that I started for Black nomads who are living in a vehicle, whether it's a car, a van, an RV, a bus, any of those things, and or aspiring nomads, to ultimately have a community for myself, but of people who are like-minded and who are interested in caravanning and meeting up and learning how to camp for free on free land. There's a lot of lessons and empowerment and freedom in what I'm trying to do with that membership. So if you're interested and you're watching and you are not part of the Black Travel Tribe, make sure you sign up. If you are Black or brown and you live mobily or you are aspiring to live mobily, there's a free membership. Shameless plug. There's a free membership you can sign up for just to be a part of the community, and then there's also a paid membership that gives you full access to everything that I offer on the website and in the future. Shameless plug ended. But yeah, so like the power of community is that I've also been putting focus in staying in touch and keeping that connection with people that I value in my life, that I care about, that I want to keep in touch with, that I don't do a good job at. I'm not great at it. It's a habit that was formed when I was young, and it's definitely been a habit that I've always been aware of, wanting to break, but has been a struggle to break. And I've learned that proximity makes a difference in who you stay in communication with, and having that circle. But also, you know, when there's distance, it's like you really have to make the extra effort. And that's what I'm trying to do with people. And this week, or last week, I sent out a message to some of my closest, mainly girlfriends, and a few family members, to say, you know, I really want to stay in touch. Like, at least once a month, let's put it on the calendar, you know, and hold each other accountable to stay in touch with each other. And that's important for me, because sometimes I don't feel like I have anybody to talk to. And it's because when I do feel like I need to talk about something, I don't want to be a burden. Like, I don't want to just call you because I have a problem. So it's like, if I'm calling you regularly to talk about great things and just to catch up and just to shoot the shit, then if I do call for that, I don't feel like it's a burden, because I feel good about the fact that we have been mutually beneficially communicating. But also, you know, it has to be about something that's relatable, you know, to me. And like, the circle of people that I have, that's like, the inner circle is very small. Like, and I think most introverts prefer it that way. Most extroverts and or narcissists have a lot of friends, like close people in their close circle that know everything about them and they constantly have around. I don't need that, and I don't want that. So, but my inner circle of people, I prefer to have people that I relate to, people that understand my struggle to the point of like being a nomad, and or a black woman. Like, there's those factors. And so I think it's very compassionate and loving and caring for anybody to say, you know, if you need to talk, reach out to me. But I think that if you are in a place where you feel like you need to do that, like, most people stop themselves from doing it, not because they don't feel like they have somebody to talk to, it's because they can't relate, or they know that person is not going to be compassionate, or they know that person is going to be judgy, or try to offer solutions that they're not ready to hear, or whatever the case may be, that they don't choose you or like to reach out to, or that person to reach out to. But I digress on that. But I love the elephant. I love the picture that there's the elephant and the baby elephant. It's a very beautiful picture. And I really love the message, because I think that that's something that's happening for me. I'm aligning with my divine purpose in this next phase of life that I am going through, and I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to be reaffirmed and reassured through the cards. So that is the elephant. So I hope that if you picked that card, that card resonated with you. So let's move on to the next card, which is the blue whale, which is number 2, which obviously falls under the element of water. And it's unity, resonance, magnificence, and mastery. Whales have lived in peace on Earth for 50 million years. They are integral to the biological balance of the planet, and they provide a golden model for intuitive wisdom, community and communication. Here comes community again. And then also, they're the two largest things, one of the sea, one of the land. Their peaceful ways and willingness to connect with humanity, despite the lack of mutual respect they often receive, reveals a level of mastery and benevolence aspired to by our greatest earthly teachers. At over 100 feet or 30 meters long and 200 tons in weight, the blue whale is the most immense and physically powerful creature on the planet. Yet it is also among the most gentle and mysterious. We catch glimpses of this incredible being only when it surfaces to breathe, but know very little of its deep journeys and great migrations in between. Its song is the loudest of any animal noise, and yet it comes at a frequency that cannot even be heard by humans. It is thought by scientists that the whale song, unimpeded by landmass, could circle the globe and return to its sender. Whales often travel in small numbers across vast distances, but their song keeps them ever in close communion with each other, weaving a web of sonic resonance through the water of our planet. In the lore of many native people, the whale symbolizes the beginning, the creation of all life, birth and rebirth. Many cultures still see whale as a divine being. In the body of a dead whale or dolphin, if the body of a dead whale or dolphin is washed ashore in Ghana or Vietnam, its finder must mourn the death like a brother and bury the body in a ceremony. The message. There is something immensely powerful about being in the presence of of whales. If you have ever been on a boat when a whale surfaces to breach or breathe, you will have felt a sense of wonderful reflected in the eye of all who witness the moment. Many people say their entire lives have been changed by a single moment of eye contact with these great beings of the sea. Why is this? Perhaps because whales, in their immensity and grace, give us a glimpse at a much deeper and vaster aspect of our own being. They awaken in us a consciousness that has been here as long as they have. They remind us of the song of our own soul that is woven into the great creation song of life. They call us to return to our deep connection with beauty, harmony, and balance. They remind us who we really are. The great blue whale brings this message to you now. You are a vast and masterful being. Your presence in the world brings a great gift to the song of creation. There is no need to prove or defend yourself against anyone or anything. You need only stay focused on the pure and simple expression of your light in the way that you live, breathe, and share your gifts with the world. With the same wonder that you see the whale also sees you. Your soul is deeper than the ocean. You are safe to swim in these waters. Allow yourself to dive down deep, past the surface waves of the mind, through the emotional undercurrents, to the vast stillness at your very center. The great whale spirit welcomes you here and shares with you a song of pure peace and conscious mastery. This is your song. Accept it, embrace it, live it, be it. And the mantra is, I am one with my divine purpose, conscious, aware, and connected to all of life. From the still center of my being, my thoughts and actions bring peace and balance to the world. Ashe! Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I want to say that again. I am one with my divine purpose, conscious, aware, and connected to all of life. From the still center of my being, my thoughts and actions bring peace and balance to the world. The whale has brought many stories to our planet. And why people go to Alaska and spend lots of money to go whale watching, for the hopes that the whale will come up and breathe and make eye contact with them, for a magnificent, life-changing moment. I have yet to have that experience, or have thought to want to have that experience, but I am now in the tune of wanting to have that experience, just not in Alaska. But circling back to the community thing, like, it's just all, for me, making sense. Like, it's important for me to stay connected. I was going to say connected, because, and for all of us to stay connected, because we are in a time of where division, chaos, fear is being promoted, and we need to, like, seriously, like, for lack of a better term, stick together and find like-minded people that are gonna hold you and be supportive to you as this transition of a revolution and apocalypse is gonna happen. And things that we know, it now is gonna continuously change, and it's important to not feel alone. Even if you're on the journey alone, like I am, reaching out and staying connected to people that you are wanting to be a part of your tribe or be in communion with. That these two teachers, the elephant and the blue whale, are definitely showing up in this message to make sure that we know the time is now. The time is coming. Get your tribe together and be strong. But yeah, I really like this message. And the vibration thing is like, wow. It's probably why I love just like floating in the water. It just like feels really like peaceful and just like freeing to just like spread out and just lay back and just float. And I did as much as I could of that while I was in Colombia, because it's one of my favorite things to do in the ocean. But yeah, thank you, Blue Whale, for that message. I hope that resonated with anybody that picked this middle card. And now we are going to move on to the Falcon. So we had earth, water, and now we are going to air element. And the Falcon. The Falcon represents focus, action, purpose, and aspiration. Hovering quietly in the thermal breeze, the winged warrior focuses on movement in the sky below. Black eyes open wide with purpose as long, pointed wings propel him into a dive of great intensity. His focus remains until he gains the object of his desire mid-flight. The peregrine falcon is the fastest animal in the world, with a diving speed of close to 200. What? With a diving speed of close to 250 miles per hour, or 400 kilometers per hour. It can reach up to 150 miles per hour in normal flight when chasing prey. Get out of here. 150? I don't even know what it's like to go 100 in my lifetime yet. 150? Get out of here. In normal flight. It's just normal everyday stuff. Just flying. They can get places quicker than Spirit. In early Egyptian hieroglyphics, falcon was the symbolic word for God. The Egyptian god Horus was a peregrine falcon, and many of the sky deities, including the sun god Ra, had falcon heads. In some cases, the human soul was pictured with a human head and a falcon body. In the afterlife, Falcon was the leader of souls and an escort back to the world of souls. When a king passed from his life, his ascension was known as the flight of the falcon. Like many in the bird tribe, falcons mate for life and breed in the same territory each year. Similar to the great eagle, the male courts the female for about 1 month, often using aerial display to win the hearts of his bride. Get out of here! So when I'm watching them soar in the sky, they're putting on a show for some chick in one of the trees. The message. Falcon comes into your world with the gift of immediacy, dynamic flight, and focused action, fully committed to the task at hand. With great speed and clarity, Falcon calls for you to pierce the thin veil of doubt and uncertainty that may have previously stopped you from taking bold action in the direction of your dreams. The message here is not to rush forward aimlessly, but to take time to focus clearly on the path ahead, and then to take full empowered action in the direction of your visions and our passion. It is time to do what is necessary to bring your desires and goals to fruition. The more clarity you bring to your commitment, the more complete your yes is to the moment. The more you will find that obstacles evaporate in your wake and the path opens wide to greet you. There is nothing to fear. You bring with you the energy of the sun itself. Let the dawn of the new day fill your being and clear your vision of what actions are needed in this moment. Be not limited by what may or may not have happened yesterday. Breathe deep and know that your wings are alight with divine inspiration, and your greatest strength comes in motion. Take time to calculate and strategize, but don't get stuck in hyperanalyzation. Now is time for action as you move in the direction of your calling. Subtle shifts in direction and focus will be easily made. Falcon calls for change of pace, shift in focus, awakening new roles and possibilities. Open your eyes to see what new opportunities, interests, and passions may be hovering near you, waiting to be explored. Give thanks and seize them with full strength and power. Embrace change. Falcon calls for you to know the difference between tunnel vision and one pointed focus. And the mantra is, I move with the grace of wind and power of light. I am clarity. I am focus. I am divine purpose in action. Ashe. Wow. The falcon. The peregrine falcon. Yeah. I mean, this can't be more of a sign for me, that things are in flight, things are moving quickly in the direction that they are going, and that I am focused on getting to that destination and to that end goal and desire with swiftness, and I intend to devour my prey. Okay. But yeah, I mean, if anything, if you pulled this card, and even if you didn't pull this card, like, for me, I know this resonates with me with the call to action, to focus, and to do it with purpose, and to know that this is the time now. There's no other time. And for me, the first thing that came up when the message was coming through, when it said, do not rush forward aimlessly, but to take your time to focus clearly on the path ahead, and then to take full empowered action in the direction of your vision and or passion. For me, that message came through. It's like, I've been wanting to leave this country for at least 15 years since I came back from working on the cruise ship. And I am been ready, and I'm definitely for sure ready. And I'm calling into action a seed. I'm making it known, saying it, believing it, thinking about it. But I am going to Mexico this winter. I'm going to Texas to start the winter off, to get my shit together, to get it all ready, to do all the necessary paperwork and things to get out of here. I want to cross into Mexico, and Mexico be a home base, because it's not too far from the United States, right? I can drive back if I need to. But also, it's out of this country. It's just like, okay, I took my house, I took my stuff, I'm going to live in Mexico. I've already lived in Mexico for 1 month, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's not somewhere that I probably want to be like all the time, but it's basically Spanish Florida. It's Spanish Texas. It's Texaco. And it's warm, and yeah. So either Mexico or Belize, and Belize is like the little areola of Mexico's peninsula, of Mexico's tip. Cracking myself up. But yeah, and start that journey with the community. The community aspect of this is that you are going to be supported. They are coming. We are here for you. The passion and desire for community that I have is being supported by the universe. And now I need to take action to lead and march forward with no fears. And I'm so ready for all of the shifts that are currently happening in my life, and that are accelerating forward with grace and ease. And so yeah, that is the Falcon. Thank you, Falcon, for that message. I really took a lot from this, so I really hope that if you are watching this, that you've taken something from this as well, and that the messages align with you. I feel like the overall message is like, you can do it. Stay focused and know that you are supported. And I hope that this transit of the full moon happening, that you are able to release the fear that comes along with being successful, being abundant, being blessed, and you embrace change, you embrace new things, and you embrace the path ahead. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a fantastic cycle before I see you again for the new moon reading that will be in September. And that you are enjoying as the seasons change, as we come out of the summer. Well, if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the south, It's still the devil's den. But if you are in the north parts of the world above the Florida latitude line, we are about to start experiencing fall, and that's somewhat exciting. And with that, I leave you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and blessings. I'm out.